Okay. It's the boy No Diamonds, and you're now tuned in to the greatest show in the world, Extreme Sports, with my man, Big T, King Cees.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Big T in the house with your boy King Cees. What up, Cees?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Another day.
Another day. All right. We was talking about yesterday the kid from Villanova, Delano Villanova, whatever his name is, and we was getting, I shared the post yesterday about our show, and I said ask people how they would feel, and sees I got to find a quote, but I know this guy is a Trump supporter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you gonna feel about it. His name was Mike Trump, and here's his quote. I just found.
Shit.
All right, he said that was a while ago. I think it only matters if someone shows a long history of racist, and even people change. I don't like when black politicians say that things like "hear me town," but I let define themselves. From my point of view, that's just somebody's point of view on a single issue, or a racist relationship. Just having your first cup of coffee, hope that makes sense. What you think about that?
It don't make no damn sense. What are you talking about?
uh,
It don't make no damn sense, man.
because I didn't.
Racism is racism, regard. I mean, when you come to the racism part, when you want to throw racism and all that shit in there, excuse my language, but
Hey,
when you want to throw all that in there, I know it's extreme radio, so it really doesn't. But he got me under my skin, man. Want to get in that racist situation, and he killed me talking about reverse racism and all this nonsense. What he's saying is that because he only said it once, that it's cool. But if he had a history of it, then it'd be a problem.
yeah,
Okay. To break that scenario down, let's say it like this. I go out here and beat up let's say gay bashing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I go out here and say something anti-gay. You know what I'm saying? Do you give me another chance, or do you wait till I say something else anti-gay?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't really mean that. Maybe I'm just quoting some lyrics or whatnot. It still don't justify. I mean, how can you look at a white guy quoting a Meek Mill lyric when I'm pretty sure that white guy doesn't live that lifestyle, so he really not influenced by what Meek Mills is saying, really. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't affect him. He heard a song, he liked the song, he quoted the lyric. I really ain't too mad about that. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't too mad about it, because people slip every now and again. You know what I'm saying? He know he ain't supposed to say that, but if he rhyming and he feeling, he in the music, and that come past and he ain't had time to stop, and he end up saying it, then I ain't really too mad at that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I'm mad at. But I will be mad at somebody that's going to defend that. If he don't get up there and say, yo, I know I had no business saying that, I was just in the moment, I need to understand where he coming from, how he looking at it. I don't care what nobody else on the outside say or how they feel about it. I need to understand what he meant when you know what I'm saying, when he said that. Then I could be the judge of how I feel about him after that.
Okay, I feel like he's I don't know. I guess where I'm looking at where he was in the moment of rapping, and most white, and if we look at it, a lot of white guys like black rap music, and I feel like he was just in the
Yeah,
moment of rapping the lyric, and that's how I look at it. Out, and I guess
yeah, yeah,
it's more of people making it's the wrong word to say in this, and I think as Stephen A. Smith explained it best. You got, as a black man in a black community, we have the right to judge that because of what people say these days. and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And I think that's how you looking at it. And I know he.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. He was 14 and he was in the moment. I'm looking at a lot of guys like, okay, I want to be a rap star and stuff like that. Like we were talking about Eminem. We never heard Eminem say the N word in none of his songs, but hey, we never know, what he said.
What he doing behind closed doors? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like this too. I'm pretty sure every white guy probably done heard that listened to rap and they had heard that N word inside a song. I'm pretty sure when they rapping that in the privacy of their own home or amongst their friends that they put the N word in there and everything. Only time they would try to curb that type of behavior is when they're in front of a black person. Then they want to, in their head and just bob or whatever because they don't want to get involved with that lyric. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody getting upset about it. They're like, man, what you say? What you just say?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they know when and where to do that. So it's not. It's like we might be home and talking about kicking crackers or doing this and killing a cracker. I ain't racist at all, but you know what I'm saying? You might have heard that in the song and I might have quoted that lyric, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't mean I want to kill every cracker, but that's what it said in the song. So
yeah,
I understand when they come. I can't pass too much judgment on them, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't do that in front of an audience where I can be perceived as being a prejudiced person, though. I wouldn't put it on no video or even in the privacy of my own home. I wouldn't YouTube it. I wouldn't go live stream and do nothing like that. But like you said, in the privacy of your own home, man, you probably the biggest racist you probably working for. You don't even know it. But in public, you don't show that. So you know what I'm saying? It's a different ball game.
All right. Look, Mr.
Different
Mike,
ball game, man.
I'm inviting Mr. Mike Trump on our show one time and let him get his point across and see what he got to say. What you think about that?
I would love to talk to Mike, man. I want to see what Mike would talk. I understand what Mike coming from too, but his perspective is unjustifiable because you're not black. You know what I'm saying? You can't really pass judgment, or your 2 cents matter because you can give me your perspective of what you meant, or what your people meant, or how you feel like he would have had it, but tell me anything about my community or my people or how I should feel about that situation.
Yeah. So Mr. Mike Trump, I just sent you an invite and come on the show sometime and we can get into it. And anybody's welcome and stuff like that. If you had, because I issued a lot of I put a shared this show a lot yesterday, and because I think it was it was very important. And like I said, this was a kid, and like I said back then, 7 years ago. Look at now. Okay. Look at what Donald Trump has really put out there. It's like you trying to reverse back in time. 7 years ago, it probably won't that big of a deal because of things that's when things really started to heat up a little bit with the cops killing black men and stuff like that, and and my thing was the killing of black kids, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, and stuff like that. Those are kids who never ain't gonna have a chance again. And it sparked the conversation. So, Mr. Mike Trump, you like to come on sometime? We're welcome to have you, and we are very we're not gonna judge. We
open-minded.
Open-minded.
We're open-minded.
Yeah, we're not gonna. You let you have your point across and stuff like that, and we listen. We're not gonna say, get off our damn show.
Nah. I respect Mike because for his opinion. So I respect any man that's willing to voice their opinion and give you the truth of how they feel. Yeah. But I you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got my opinion too as well. So it's just. We can agree to disagree sometimes. Yeah. And that's just part of being a man and today's society. You got to agree to disagree sometimes. Stop being a yes man. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for your own.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? I ain't really got no hatred towards that kid about that. You know what I'm saying? I done seen a lot more. And plus, we done been in the hood where the white guys come, you know what I'm saying, a couple of white guys that hang around in the hood, and we understand where they come from. They be wanting to, like, I know I can't say that, Red. I didn't have times where I was like, man, go ahead and say nigga, man. I know you want to say it. No, boy, you crazy. I ain't finna say that.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? And if he would have said it at that time, it wouldn't have been no big deal to me because I encourage you to say it because I understand, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I see that you're really not racist, and I see that you know what I'm saying? I understand that you respect what I got going on. You respect me as a person. So if you would have said it had a different meaning, it would have been a different meaning to me because I forced you to say that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I put that on you. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the door. I opened the door for you to do that. Yeah. But if you just feel like one day you wouldn't say nigga and you cool with it, then I'm just quoting a lyric. Nah, why you had to quote that out loud? You could have kept that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what's going on. You know where we at. You know what I'm saying? It's like me going into a Mexican environment and just say, yo, I love my wetbacks. Come on, man, get out of here. There's certain things you just don't do. Yeah, you know what I mean? Certain things you just don't do. Yeah. So, but I ain't got no. I like the way the guy game is, man. Matter of fact, shouts out to that kid, man, because I think he had a part. My cousin had put up a picture the other day of a guy that was on. Shout out to the Warriors organization basketball camp too, man, because one of them guys went to his basketball camp. Oh. You know what I'm saying? They played in that championship game. I wanted to say it was him, you know what I'm saying, but I don't want to put out no false claim already. Yeah. But Travian Barnes and the Warriors organization did have a part in a basketball camp with one of those Villanova guys. And when I do the research, I'm gonna go back. I got to go back on my page and see which one it was, and then I can get back and give the information on who it was. Okay. But you know what I'm saying, and that's local. You know what I'm saying? That's right here in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? They travel. You know, they travel out of state. We need to get in contact with these guys too, man, and let them have a little platform because pretty soon, man, you're gonna be hearing that Warriors name a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As far as basketball, locally and globally. Yeah. I'm saying because they doing big things, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to just like shout out to all the local talent right here, and like we said, we want to put the platform for them, because basically like we said when we were younger, we didn't get that platform, and give somebody else an opportunity, not just North Carolina looking at you, but the whole world looking at you. And trying to go worldwide. Yeah.
See, that's what we need to advocate a little bit more as far as this radio show. Yeah. It's not really beneficial for us. It's really beneficial for our city and our town and the people that's going to be involved. Oh, you know what I'm saying? We got to spread the word, man. We build this radio station up, man, and that'll help a whole lot of businesses and a whole lot of different things, man, can come out of this. We're working on a great platform for the world, you know what I'm saying, for at least our people here in North Carolina.
Exactly. And it's not, and that's how, and if people know who I am and know anything about me, it's not for me. It's for to give their opportunity to somebody else and do things for them also. So, Extreme Radio, hey, Cees nationwide.
On our side, man. Yeah, nationwide on our side, man. We everywhere.
That's our motto.
We everywhere. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Getting back to the sports point of view, hey, he got his mojo back. Cees Tiger Woods is back in the Masters playing right now. I'm looking at it, catching up on it, and he's even right now. And people don't know what that means. He shoots par. He ain't hit no birdie yet. So, yeah, we know things like we said.
Yeah, I know that too. I do know that too, man. I do know how to keep a little bit of score. I think after the double I think it's a double bogey. After the double bogey, I might be lost, man. I think that's 2 over.